Let's look at this SAT graphing problem. So we have, what is the following, which of the following equations has a graph in the xy plane for which y always greater than or equal to -1. So the y value that we have can be equal, that means it's a closed circle here, or greater, that has to go this direction, the y value. So it cannot be anything below -1 for a y value. So let's take a look at the choices that we have. Choice A is an absolute value graph, which the parent graph looks like this. And when you transform it, -2 goes down 2 units. So you see it's below the -1 that we are looking for. So it has a y value below the -1. So this is not a choice that we are looking for. So not greater than or equal to -1. Choice B is, let's take a look at the x squared graph. It's a normal parabolic graph like this, y equals x squared. And when you transform it, again, you're going 2 units down. Below the -1 threshold that we were talking about. So again, this has a y value below the -1. So this is also not a choice. Now let's take a look at choice D real quick here. So what we have is the x cubed minus 2. It's a cubic function. So we know the cubic function is going to pass through the origin, and then it's going to look something like this. It's going to go this way, and there we go. And then when you transform it, it's going to go down 2 units as well. But here you see clearly there's a lot of y values going below the -1. So that's also not a choice that's possible. That's everything below the -1 or equal to -1. So really the only choice that is available is x minus 2 whole squared, where let's take a look at that also really quick. Is our choice C is essentially a parabolic graph that is undergoing a transformation that is on the x direction, right? This is our parent graph, y equals x squared, and in the parentheses -2 means it's going this direction. So this is the transformation, and you see all of the x values are basically positive, and they're all above the -1 or equal to -1 that we are looking for. So this is the choice that is where the y value is always greater than or equal to -1. Okay, so that is the choice that we are going to select as our right answer, which is choice C, because all this graph is above the -1 or equal to -1 threshold we were talking about for the conditions that are required for the right answer. So choice C is the right answer. Let me know if you have any questions.